everybody, how's it going? Mike from the Focus Garage here, and in today's video, we are going on a trip. It's early in the morning, I'm standing in my living room, I'm waiting for Onder, and we're about to go to O'Hare to catch a plane to go to Nebraska to where we'll be inspecting this vehicle, and if it is all good and there's no reasons to not buy it, we're gonna be driving it the 7 hours back from Nebraska all the way to Illinois, and the best part is we're gonna be doing this all in one day. So while I wait here for Onder to arrive, I just kind of wanted to document this process, document this trip a little bit with you guys here, and just kind of give you some backstory as far as what's going on here. So as some of you may have known, but probably not because this kind of predates all of my YouTube here, I owned a 2002 C5 Corvette Z06 about 5 years ago. I've wanted, one of those for a long time. It was one of my dream cars, and it was awesome. But before I ever even had that car, I've always wanted a C6, particularly a wide-body Corvette. I've always liked them in the orange color, particularly the Atomic Orange or the Inferno Orange. And wouldn't you know it, an Inferno Orange one popped up with the right kind of modifications, the right color, right miles, right price, everything like that, but it's in Nebraska. The color is extremely rare, so now that I found one and kind of the stars have aligned, I need to go out there, I need to check it out, and I need to cross my fingers that this could be the one that I could buy. So I'm just checking it right here, documenting this for you guys. We will be following back up when we have Onder, probably either at the airport or with the vehicle. All right, so you may see by what's standing behind me that we actually did it. We went ahead and we picked up this 2011 Corvette Grand Sport, and let me show you guys around it and talk to you about the car a little bit. So as you can see here, we have a Corvette Grand Sport in a very, very rare Inferno orange color. The car is lowered on lowering bolts, has C6 Spider wheels, and is a pretty much full bolt-on car with cam, exhaust, and a few other goodies. But man, let me tell you guys, this thing is an absolute blast, and it is in fantastic shape. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we've got to drive back quite a while. We'll check in with you guys a few times along the road trip here, but it's about 7 hours all the way back home. So we're gonna try and do this, like I said, all the same day, take major highways and then, hit the road. Probably only have to fill up with gas one more time. I'm debating whether or not to tape the front end of the car. Probably won't do it just because I don't wanna go through and have to deal with that, but we'll check in with you guys next time we pull out the GoPro.
Do it.
So we're driving back now. I'm passenger. We got Onder driving, and we're almost all the way back. We've done about 7 hours, or the trip's about 7 hours. We're down to the final about 2 hours here, and we got Onder driving. First time driving the car the whole trip. We're giving him the impressions for the end of it here. So I'm just gonna kind of film it to him. I'm not sure how we'll be able to see him because we got the sun setting right to his left, but I know we can pick up his audio. So go ahead, give me your initial thoughts on this.
I love it. I fucking love it. No, seriously though, this is like, I've never driven anything like this. When people talk about LS Power, yeah, LS Power, baby. This is so nice, so civilized. Like we're in 6th gear doing the speed limit, nothing, and then you downshift, and then it just takes off. It's insane. I am so happy for Mike to get this car. That means I can ride shotgun and maybe be able to drive this car.
You're already driving it now. You're gonna get more seat time than probably anybody else I know, man. You're good.
I think I might want one. That's my conclusion. I might want one and get one.
Wow.
That's my conclusion.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I told everybody else. Wide body or get out.
Yeah, this is exactly the spec that I would get. Like the Grand Sport, either orange, not the orange, but like
yellow.
The yellow, or this color. What is this color called?
This is Inferno Orange.
Inferno Orange, yeah.
So now that we got Onder's impressions, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the car because I didn't really say much when I did that quick walk around just because we were in a store parking lot getting weird looks from people, and man, I've noticed on the way home, everybody looks at this thing because it is a bright orange color and it's a loud Corvette. But anyways, it's a 2011 Corvette Grand Sport. It's the 1LT trim, so it's more of the base model, if you will. So no heated seats, no heads-up display, which I've tried to convince myself that I'm okay with. But this this car's got some minor bolt-ons. It's got a comp cam, LS7 lifters, all the necessary head work you would need to do with it. It's lowered on some lowering bolts, has Z06 Spider wheels, and the kind of suede package in the interior. So we got the steering wheel, the shift boot, and the e-brake handle there, all done in the suede. And the car shows itself incredibly well. The paint's in really nice shape. We're going to be doing a video in the future where I go ahead and ceramic coat the car. But even right now, the car looks really good. Paint's very smooth. Even for it being so low, the body's not all chewed up or anything like that. Fenders aren't peppered. I was very, very hesitant to fly halfway across the country, buy a car, and then drive it back. And I mean, the jury's still out. I mean, we still got a little bit to go here. But so far so good. We did like the first 5 hours of this trip with the top off and the windows down. It was 95 degrees out. The exhaust was roaring.
You gotta live that life though. You gotta live it. Right? You gotta live that life before you know that, like this is a more civilized, but you gotta live that life.
The wind was ripping, the exhaust was going, we're just having the best time. And yeah, we were probably tone deaf for the next hour once we got dinner in Davenport, Iowa after that. And we're like, you know what? For the ride next little bit, let's put the top on and have the windows up and see if it's any better. The car is civil now. Again, you may be able to pick up some drone or something like that, but I'm hoping the microphone that I've got here is canceling most of that out because it's very, very drivable now. I've lost my voice from yelling earlier, but I don't need to be talking this loudly now. I'm just trying to make sure the GoPro is getting, what you guys are hearing.
It's not coronavirus.
Not demonetized. He dropped the C word. Oh man, but yeah, like it's been a long day. Onder got to my house probably around 7:30 in the morning. We caught the flight. It's around 8:15 at night now. We'll probably get home around 10:15. Onder's got another hour to go after that, so it's gonna be a long day for everybody. Hundreds and hundreds of miles covered between airplane and car. And dude, awesome time. This is the stuff I recommend people live for, man. Take a road trip, do something a little bit out there. If you see something you want, go for it. As long as it makes sense to you in your situation. I don't want to say YOLO, but YOLO is a very, very strong principle with that.
You're investing in your happiness. That's what it is. I mean,
you guys saw Onder's reaction. You can't almost put a price on.
I am not a Corvette guy. I didn't want a Corvette.
You didn't want to like this car.
No, like my next car is going to be either like a Lotus Elise or like a Dodge Viper first gen because it's like such a unique car. Corvette is like, it's everywhere. It's not unique. I'm like, I'm not gonna like this car. It's a cheap GM stuff, But oh my God, just sitting in the back of this steering wheel, just looking at it and hammering it down. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another thing too, that obviously we'll do a full review of the car and kind of give you more walk around this. I just wanted to document the road trip portion of it, the whole experience of going to the airport, picking up the car, bringing it back. One thing that I love, like a huge improvement that sticks out to me is one, the suspension is leagues better than my C5 Z06, which I told you guys that I've owned in the past. And the instrumentation, the gauge cluster is so much more upmarket. Like the gauges in my C5 reminded me of like a toy or something you'd see on a screen in a video game. This has like these beautiful large dials and like it's very clearly presented to you. And again, this is nothing new. This car's been out since 2006 now, but to me and what I want it for, and from my previous experience of owning a C5 Z06, this car is such an incremental improvement in so many different departments. The panels of the interior fit together, and I think now, almost got a bird there. I think now that we got the top on right, it's not squeaking and rattling all over the place, and it's just a good place to be, man.
It is, like, we took a road trip on your C5 Z06.
Miserable. It was 2 hours in that car felt like 7 hours in this.
It felt cheap in there, and that's what I was expecting, to be honest. I'm like, when you buy a Corvette, you buy the drivetrain, not like drivetrain and suspension. You don't buy the interior. But this is so much better build quality than the C5 Z06, to be honest. I was surprised. And I know, like, this interior is not the best. I mean,
as I say, like how the door panel started squeaking. He literally goes, interior quality, and the door panel's God. Like, excuse me?
Excuse me?
Oh, that was too funny.
But I mean, I'm blown away. I wasn't expecting this. I am genuinely surprised. I will be going home and looking for another one to do a road trip and go get another one.
So the only goal with that is he's got to find one farther than Nebraska. So you got to go farther than 7 hours, and we got to just, do it again, do it bigger,
Go home. You go bigger or go home,
And if we don't do another update clip, which we may or may not, I want to leave you guys or just show you this beautiful view out of my side view mirror here with this thick with 3C quarter panel and just this orange color in the sunset. I'm telling you, man, it's straight out of a freaking video, which you guys, I guess, are watching a video, but check this out here. Oh, it's so good. It's just so good. So if we don't close this one out, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.